Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Carolee. Today I will be reviewing Call of the Golden Valley. Call of the Golden Valley released on October 22nd for $19.99 on Steam. I received a copy of the game from Keymailer. Call of the Golden Valley is a mystery game where you play as Danielle, an American who is visiting her childhood friend Marissa in Australia. However, when Danielle arrives in the small town of Phillipston, Marissa is nowhere to be found. Several other people have also recently vanished from the town. In the game, you will talk to the residents, search for clues, solve puzzles, and uncover the mystery around Marissa's disappearance. I have finished playing Call of the Golden Valley, and I will share what I liked and some downsides to the game. First, I found the plot interesting. Danielle is visiting an old mining town in Australia to meet up with her friend, but when she arrives in Phillipston, her friend is missing. You also learn about the history of gold mining in Australia, and I overall liked the story. I also loved the voice acting. The voice actors did a great job, and the Phillipston residents have Australian accents, while Danielle, her dad, and Marissa have American accents. The voice acting does help you become immersed in the story. Furthermore, I liked the puzzles, and some were challenging. One of the first puzzles is following directions to a farm outside of town, but the directions use Australian slang. You have to use an in-game Australian slang reference page to figure out the correct way to the farm. I also liked using the laptop to search for information and finding clues around town. Lastly, there is a hint system in the game. You can call Danielle's dad and talk about what Danielle has learned so far and also get hints. I did use the hint system a couple of times when I got stuck in the game, and I did find them helpful. Even though Call of the Golden Valley has an interesting story with good puzzles and voice acting, there are some downsides to the game. The first downside is the bugs. I experienced a game-breaking bug and I had to start a new game. I saved the game after talking to a character and getting an item, but when I continued the game, it started the conversation over and I had to pick up the item even though it was already in the inventory. I could not pick up the item again and continue the game. I did reach out to the developers and they have fixed the bug. There were also some minor bugs I experienced. During the final puzzle, you have to follow a sound and there should be arrows on the screen to make sure you are going the right way, but there were no arrows and I got lost. I had to use a keyboard shortcut to teleport Danielle to where she needed to be to continue the game. Also, for some reason, the Steam achievements are broken for me. Even though I finished the game, it says I have 0 out of 22 achievements, even though many are story related, like finding your room and finishing the game. Another downside is the graphics. The graphics are not terrible, but the main thing that bothered me was when the characters were talking, their mouths were always closed. The voice acting is great, but the characters do not have any talking animation, which made for an off-putting experience. Furthermore, I liked the ending for the most part, but it leaves some questions unanswered. You do solve one mystery, but I felt like there is still more to solve based on the clues found and the puzzles completed. I would have liked more closure at the end of the game. Lastly, I want to talk about the playtime. It took me less than 5 hours to complete the game, and that is with having to restart the game after I played for more than 3 hours. I was able to speedrun the game and quickly click through the dialogue and finish the puzzles, but it still took some time to reach the point I was at before the game broke. As I mentioned, there are 22 Steam achievements, but for me, they are broken, so I cannot really say if they would add to the playtime. Many of the achievements do seem tied to the story though, so they would not add much. I do think the $19.99 price is a bit high based on my own playtime and the bugs I experienced. That is all I have to say. Would you like to play Call of the Golden Valley? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching and remember to like the video and subscribe.